Something that makes me sad in the world of dogs is this new fear that has crept into dog ownership. I've been around dogs my whole life, and in the past 20 years, the past 10 years in particular, this real blanket of fear has crept over dog owners. So now there's a belief that if your dog interacts with another dog, it's a bad thing. I remember 20 years ago, if somebody was walking their dog, they would cross the street deliberately so that their dog could have some interaction time with another dog. And now I watch every day as I walk my dogs, a dog owner pull their dog away from other dogs, often feed them some treats to try to distract them, as if the best thing for the dog is for it not to interact with the other dogs. So they avoid it at all costs. And I see this every day. And I see the dog that's on the leash that is being pulled away by its owner. It wants to interact with the other dog. It wants to say hello. They're pack animals. They're social beings. It wants to have social interaction. Imagine if you were walking down the street with your kids and your kid saw some other kids and wanted to go up and play with them, and you said, no, no, no. Here, look at this iPad instead. Here, play a video game. I'm going to distract you until those other kids go away. That's what's going on in the world of dogs these days. The fear in that moment is coming from the human. If you look at the dogs aren't scared. Dogs, and pretty much all animals out there, don't live in this environment of fear. Oh, they're cautious, they'll be wary, but they won't be scared. The human is scared, and the human transfers that fear to the dog. And I see this more and more in the world, that there's scared humans walking dogs that are also scared, and now they don't know how to interact with other dogs. They're like homeschool kids who've just been kept home by their parents, and they don't have any interaction with other children. And then when they do have interaction, they don't know any social cues. They don't know how to interact. They've never been given the opportunity or the experience to just be a dog and interact with other dogs. So it makes me sad for the dogs. It makes me sad for the dog owners that this fear is there, because whenever we're living with fear, it is not as full and rich and wonderful experience as you can be having without the fear. So if you're that kind of dog owner that pulls your dog away from other dogs and feeds them treats, take a moment to evaluate your fear that you're bringing to the equation, and is it justified? Are you actually giving your dog the best experience it could possibly have by keeping it away from other dogs? In all my life of hanging out with dogs and humans, the dogs haven't changed, the humans have changed. So I encourage everyone to let the dogs be free. Free the dogs, free yourself from fear. You're going to be happier. The dogs are going to be a lot happier too.